You guys want to start off by hitting a boom boom stick?
I don't know what a boom boom stick is.
Huh?
I don't know what a boom boom stick
No.
is.
Oh, it's essential oils.
What do you do with it?
You stick it up your nose and sniff it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like a?
Is this like fucking smelling salts?
Yeah, it's not like that. It's just really gonna fucking just
It's really gonna
clears you right up.
Do I have to twist
You
anything?
do it like Afrin? Like fucking you...
No, you just close your one and then snort it.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's
Let me try
fucking
that
nice.
one.
Oh.
I
You gonna
fucking
clean it off?
I drained the whole stick yesterday. I got addicted. I think I'm addicted. Oh yeah.
I used to do Flonase. That was kind of addictive.
Try that one.
Yeah, you can put your nose on it.
Whoa, what are these?
Boom boom
Boom
sticks.
boom sticks.
These are like I've been getting these served up on TikTok for like months now, and I was like, I gotta try these.
There's no real chemicals. It's just menthol,
No,
eucalyptus
it's actual
oil.
essential oils.
Whoa.
They're nice. They give you like a little jolt. I feel like they're perfect for this.
I always wanted to do smelling salts.
Try that one.
Fucking A.
Tropicals.
See, I've already done like 30 hits.
No, that's what I got these on Sunday night, and then I fucking started yesterday morning, and I've dried one out already.
What do you
I
got?
can't believe you're
You got
sharing
all three
these
in your
with me, by the
pocket?
way. He's really breaking faith.
What do you got? What's the third
This
one?
is amazing. This is like orange.
This one's winter,
Trop-
Is that like orange?
winter green.
Wow. Holy shit.
Didn't really clear
Yeah.
my left nostril.
Huh?
Didn't really clear my left.
Wow. Boom Boom Stick? What a fucking name.
Fucking viral all over the TikTok.
Good pickup. Good pickup.
It's a good thing to start something out. Like you got to start doing something. Just put your
clear it out?
Yeah, put you in the right mood. Well, you don't have to do your eyes like that. Fucking crazy eyes.
Fuck. I'm crazy, man. I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was addicted to Flonase for a little bit when I first got the Flonase spray.
But there's nothing bad in there.
No.
It's just oil, like essential oils.
Essential oils up the ass.
That's my favorite one right there. Give me that
Yeah,
one
take it
back.
back.
Wow. The tropical one's interesting.
Yeah, I can't believe we just shared those.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of nothing.
Boom boom stick.
I put way worse up my nose.
Boom, boom. Yeah, imagine cocaine came like that. It was just imagine cocaine came like that.
That'd be
it was
great.
just in a little
Fucking
fucking
great
jar.
fucking way to do it.
Yo.
Now I'm at the point though where I, like at the point 36 hours after I got it, where I don't realize that it's weird to do this in front of people.
Why would it be weird?
Like I was in the store last night,
Just blasted
I just
one out.
hit myself, you know?
If you stop in the store with like something under your arm, like what you're buying, and take a couple hits, yeah, you got a
Bro,
problem.
you gotta call it like you gotta call it a blast. That's cocaine speed.
Just doing a quick
Doing a
blast.
quick fucking boom boom blast.
Aisle 7.
I did one on a Zoom call yesterday. Didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. I just saw Megan start laughing, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't realize.
You have a very addictive personality.
No doubt. Wow. No doubt.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think that is? Because it's anything, even if it's good for you.
Deep issues, probably.
Okay.
You know, abandonment, a lot of things.
What's all that stuff?
How's your nose?
I got a lot of different flavors up there.
Now I might feel like I'm congested now.
No.
It didn't clear my left.
You didn't hit it hard enough.
I hit it pretty good.
What kind of water are you working with today?
I got a small Voss.
It's actually boss.
I got an update on those hobby fucking games. Remember the hobby horse?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that there's 2 others at least?
What do you mean?
Hobby motocross.
So what is that? Like
So
a
that
fake
is
motorbike?
Fake motorbike. He's got the what is it called? The Cassidy? What is it called?
Chassis.
Chassis
Cassidy?
of a dirt bike
Yeah.
that goes to a stump, right? Like a little metal stump, and it looks harder than riding a bike. Where's the helmet, the gear, and you're on your feet with your motorbike.
It's one guy or it's an actual sport?
One guy. Well, I mean, it has a logo. I think.
What's
it's
it called?
sport.
Hobby bike?
Hobby BMX.
Hobby BMX?
Hobby BMX or hobby motocross.
Why wouldn't you just ride a regular bike?
I'm having a hard time picturing it.
I
I
have
feel
no
like
idea.
the horse thing I understand because not everybody can have a horse and you want to have that experience, so you get a little wooden one.
Right.
But a bike?
And then there's hobby kayaking, where you have your oar and you go around and you fucking,
But you're using your feet.
but you're using your feet.
How is that tripod not in that shot? The one that's right in front of your
This
face.
one right
Yeah.
here?
This is not coming up.
It's low.
Hobby horse versus hobby BMX.
Is it on there?
Here's a video. It's not loading.
There's a weird like logo. It looks so much harder than riding a bike. The guy was like up on hills, holding it with one hand and then like running down.
Who are these people that are doing this thing?
I don't know. Who are the parents that are giving them the stuff? Because the kids aren't buying it themselves.
Well, those are all the kids that can't cut it for the fucking soccer team and the football team and fucking.
I guess so.
Gotta do something.
Move that mic up a tiny bit up to your face.
Why do
Thank you,
they
sir.
like?
Give them a guitar or some
Who
shit. Come on.
start like what?
I don't know.
Like, is it a friend introduces them and then they get really interested in it, and now it's like now I'm the hobby bike guy?
I do want to be a pioneer of something though. Wouldn't that be fun? Like to be the goat of that thing.
It'd be like the best hobby horser.
Yeah, well, no, I don't want to do that because that's
Something's
gay.
brand new.
But I'm saying like my buddy at work is now getting into cards like you were, right? And he's like selling them and doing all this stuff. But every time I talk to him and think about it, I'm like, there's so many people that are doing that same thing. Some are extremely good at it. Some aren't. But like to be like the pioneer of something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Gary Vee
Fucking
says
spinning
something
bottle
cool
caps.
about what you're saying right now. Recently, I forget what it was, but something about like that's a bad reason to not do something. Like the fact that other people are doing it. Like
Yeah, because he's still making money, so it's worth it.
no, but like I mean the whole like pioneer, like I feel like people who are pioneers don't set off to say I want to be a pioneer in something. Like I want to discover something new and be the guy that does that.
Yeah, I'm being,
I feel like when
being
you
a scutch. I'm like doing it on purpose.
I'm not picking on you, but I feel like a lot of people do that. A lot of people like that's a thing. Like they want to like discover like the new thing that nobody. And there's not a lot.
Maybe
of
that's how hobby kayaking becomes a thing.
No, I think
I'm gonna
that's
go run with
definitely
my
not
oar.
because kayaking is a thing. Some fucking freak was like, "Let's do this without this."
Well, who was the first one who did that? All that street fucking athletics.
Parkour.
What is it called?
Parkour.
Is that when they're jumping off of shit? And yeah. Who was the first guy who did that?
People have probably been doing that for forever.
Probably some fucking crackhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like crackhead did it, didn't realize what he was doing. Someone else saw him and was like, "Oh, I'm going to do that."
could do that.
Like a really athletic crackhead.
I could climb buildings. I could climb.
Yeah, but like, is there a lot of new things like that?
I don't think so.
I think so, but they're so small and so
Contained in one little town.
that you don't
one
know.
small town.
It's like the whole. You're talking about the one day the tennis, like the table tennis, but you're using your feet
Yeah,
with soccer
with
balls.
soccer ball. Who's
Make up a
that?
game.
Yeah, or bring back jacks. Who's playing jacks?
Cornhole.
Something like cornhole.
It is interesting though. Like even the baseball card thing, that's like come back around and then it'll go away and it'll come back around.
Yep.
Poker was like that.
Yep.
It's interesting.
Yeah, but I think that's everything, no? Like if you really want to do something and be good at it, you got to fucking put the time in it, whether it's trending or not trending.
Yeah.
If you really dig it, you know what I mean?
I mean, Rubik's Cube, same thing. That went away for a very long time. Now all of a sudden, all the Chinese are doing it.
Because like there's a difference between like, and you guys are gamblers, so like maybe that's kind of why you get. And that's why I don't get excited about this stuff. Don't really think about it that way. But there's like the strike when it's hot, ride a wave upwards.
Right.
Like that's like the gambling mentality. That's like the thought process.
When's that going to start coming out? Like people who literally, I know some have already, but I mean, like kids who like really lose their shit.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh my God. In like 2
Without a
more
doubt.
years, there's going to be bums on the street because of gambling.
There's people. Yeah, it's the amount of money that's running through that thing and the amount of things that you can bet on.
Because it's just an app right now. Right?
Yeah.
I was betting on Sunday. Now I'm listening to make this about me, but like I have it under control.
Okay.
I was betting on. I was watching the Knicks
For now.
game, right? And I was betting on who. So one player needs to give an assist to another player inside of from 8:59 to 6 minutes in the third quarter.
You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. That is crazy.
And so I bet a couple of those, $5-10 here or there. And then
What's
I
the
bet
upside on a bet like that? It's got to be
Big.
big, right?
600 plus 600 plus 700.
How many times did you hit?
Not once.
Not once.
And then you can bet on the number of 3-pointers inside of an actual minute.
God.
So from like 3:59 to 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, 2 plus 3-pointers, you're making like.
Aren't you worried about betting
$750.
live though because of how off the TV is compared to your app and stuff like that?
No, I mean I feel like that they've got figured out. Plus, I use like illegal cable, so like my shit is always behind.
Right.
So I'm like, I have to struggle a little bit with it, but you could bet on anything now.
Yeah, you can bet on anything.
And yeah, like I haven't seen it in a while, but the amount of money that is run through those things now, I think it's just like crazy.
Yeah.
Kids, a lot of kids, all targeted to young men.
Yep.
Scary.
It is. Because I'll tell you right now, if it was legal when I was younger,
oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
I did not have a bookie, thank God. But I did all the little things. I did the brackets. I did all that stuff like in-house. Now you could just sign up for it. You could just sign up for it and guess.
I never got the bug for betting.
It's good.
I never got it. Well, I mean, thank God. I mean, fucking add that to my list.
I mean, listen, we all know. The crazy thing is that every gambler that I know, the point to win some money is straight bets. Straight, real bets against the spread. And I know you know that, but we don't do it.
Never.
We don't do it. You keep on putting parlays together. You keep on betting on fucking time periods of the game.
It's the rush. It's the action.
It's the rush and it's the big payoff. You think you're going to get the big lottery payoff.
But you know when you get, like I've read and watched things about the psychology of gambling. And you get I never really thought about this. The best hit of dopamine you get through the whole process of gambling is when you actually place the bet.
Place it. Yes.
Not when you win, not when you're watching it happen. When you place the bet is when you feel it.
I hate watching.
Well, because that's when you made the move. Like you did it.
Yeah.
You took the risk.
Yeah. Do you know?
And this is it. Now it's fucking the energy's high because you might get it.
Yeah. You know how many times I've put something together and then I just go delete. But it's in there for a little while and you're like,
that's addict behavior.
$7, $10, nothing. Let's just not do it. Let's just not.
You know why I started gambling on Sundays? Because I haven't really looked at it since the Super Bowl.
Right.
And I just like randomly remember that I had like $75 in there and I was like, I got to drain this right now.
Gotta drain this.
That sounded like something else.
It's crazy.
It was gone in fucking 3 minutes.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
But I guess at the end of the day, if they're not dollar amounts that are fucking up your world, then it's not bad.
No. And there's people who put thousands.
Yeah.
But I think it's like any other vice. Like, you know what I mean? Like different people have different vices that they can control, and then different people have different vices that they can't control.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like some people can drink occasionally. It's not that big of a deal. Some people can't have fucking one drink without having 17.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know, and so on and so forth.
It's crazy.
Then you got like Rex Huerman, you know?
He's just killing bitches.
That's got to be coming up, right?
What?
The trial.
I brought that up to my wife the other day. It's got to be coming up.
They hate it because he's fucking involved with all the town people and shit.
I did hear that P. Diddy's lawyers are like not wanting to take the case and those people are leaving too.
Interesting.
Like they're getting to the point where it's like, I can't defend this. Like there's something that it's too much. Like too much of a lost cause.
Same thing with him. He might be dead to rights for some political stuff.
I feel like his thing is going to be pretty cut and dry. Like there's got to be enough evidence to fucking bury him. But the other one, the Gilgo Beach guy, like I feel like that's going to be a tough one for them to push all the way through.
I mean, he'll be guilty of one of the charges.
You think so?
Yes. Then they're not going to let the. I mean, just by his stature alone, he's not going free.
It's just so easy for them to get out of that shit. You know, like with like it's been so long and the evidence and the DNA and all this and stuff. Like they're so good at like getting out on like technicalities.
Because all they have to, should be beyond the shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if some of the long time period, besides the studying and preparing, I'm wondering if that's to get it out of the mind of the public so you could pick a jury.
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably. Right? Probably. I just watched that. I was fucking on the treadmill the other day, and I watched, which is crazy to me how fast this came out. I watched a documentary on HBO about the Luigi Mangione guy.
Yeah, you told
the
me
United Healthcare guy.
On what Netflix?
Max.
Oh shit. I don't know anything.
I watched another one on Netflix, the Gabby Petito one. I've been
I saw half of that one.
I've been going down some.
You know the end of that one though.
Yeah.
There's no surprises in that game.
But the Luigi Mangione one it's like that just happened, and there's a fucking hour-long documentary about it.
Yeah,
and I saw something on Sunday where like it's already causing trouble because it's like the guy Mayor Adams is in the documentary, which is wild to me.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And he starts talking about things that the defense hasn't even seen yet.
Oh my gosh. That's out of control.
And it's like they're already on the verge of like throwing that case out. This guy walked up behind him with a gun that he printed on a fucking computer.
It was
shot him 3 times.
A computer gun.
Yeah, what do they call that? Ghost gun?
It was a 3D printed gun?
Yeah. Yep.
How would he get off? Like insanity or something?
I don't know.
Well, just like a mistrial because
No.
they can't get their shit together?
So he refuses because of what it will do. So here's the whole story. Is like he got comes from like the richest family in Pennsylvania.
Super rich.
So it wasn't him that like nothing happened to him with the healthcare.
Supposedly his mom.
No. So what happened was he got this bad injury surfing in Hawaii, and then he had to get this very rare surgery, and then he started to go on Reddit. And on Reddit, he was in channels where other people had the same thing, but couldn't get it approved from their insurance companies.
And that
And
motivated.
that is what motivated him
That's no way, Jose.
to start.
That doesn't
going
even.
crazy.
That sounds
like
so
a social,
ridiculous.
like
Feel
a justice
for other
thing.
people.
Yes,
That sounds so ridiculous.
I mean,
I thought it was
laid
his
out pretty
mom,
well.
but it wouldn't make sense if it was
Rich
his mom,
kid,
'cause they got
and maybe that's the
super
reason why it's out so fast, because it's underwritten by fucking whoever United Healthcare's number one fucking rival is. Fucking because I mean, this doesn't make any sense. Just top line looking at that, one of the richest families in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
rich kid who I mean, so that kid, you know what I mean, like all of a sudden developed like this fucking Robin Hood fucking personality because he got hurt surfing.
I think he wanted to get caught.
said it was all from like Reddit, and he read the manifesto of the Unabomber.
It's him talking on this documentary?
No,
Okay.
No.
Like when you watched it, you felt it was believable.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's believable in like what
Makes sense. They
Yeah.
laid it out in a way of like, all right, all
Yeah.
these things make sense.
makes sense. Plus, how many people are like how fucked up the healthcare industry is.
Yeah, it is
You
fucked
know?
up.
Still, you can't fucking kill somebody. And that's like the whole gist of the whole documentary is that all of these people think like this guy's a hero, and it's like
Bill Burr
fucking
included.
murdered somebody.
Bill Burr included.
You know?
He's
You can't
taken
do
like
that.
he's taken like a huge stance on him being like a fucking hero.
There's all
which is
kinds of
crazy.
like money pouring into him, like people are fucking funding him for things, and
Well, it's fucking like if you, and I even think like this is the shit that's going on like with fucking in the government, like with that Doge stuff, like fucking like the level of advantage that they take is it's fucking it's outrageous.
Yeah.
It's outrageous. It's way. It's like any other fucking time in history when like, you shit on the poor, you spit in their face, and eventually they fucking eat you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's pretty much,
The
like
amount of money that's being spread out.
it goes. It's
all
a
over
tale
the
as
place
old
is
as
nuts.
time, and I'm definitely not one who believes like fucking. I believe that people who get rich deserve to get rich, and fucking. But there's a point at which like the rules are kind of bent in favor, and like there's just some real imbalance out there.
Yeah.
Like the amount of money that the insurance companies take in versus how difficult it is for regular people. Like what it costs. Like if you own your own business, like what you pay for health insurance. What I pay for health insurance a month
Right.
is fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
sure.
How like it just shouldn't even
And you're
be.
still not 100% covered.
And yeah, I was even going to say that. Like you would think that for what I pay, I would get like the Rolls Royce fucking
Yeah.
service. No chance. That'd be one thing, like to where if you get the best healthcare and it's good and it's convenient, you get appointments fast, you get your shit that you need, and it's all good. No chance. Fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
Just like
Anyway.
homeowners insurance too and all that stuff. Flood
Yeah,
insurance,
but I think
fire insurance.
health insurance is by far the worst. It's
What do you think's worse? Do you think health insurance or like credit card scams?
No, credit cards I think are different because credit card, it's like you're at some point you got to take some personal responsibility
Sure,
for the
there's
fact
definitely
of
some
like
responsibility,
if you're
yes.
spending money on credit cards at 30% for shit you don't need with money you don't have, it's hard to have sympathy.
It's not always shit you don't need though. Sometimes it helps out.
No, yeah, of course. There's circumstances, but I think by and large, more personal responsibility goes into credit cards. Whereas, like, everybody needs to be able to go see the
Yes.
doctor.
Yeah.
Everybody gets sick. Everybody fucking, has to be able to go get taken care of at certain times. And, Anyway.
Well, their whole system is built around like I think it's like 3 words. It's like deny, delay, and like depose. So it's like that's their whole thing is like, when you first get a bill from a doctor, like whatever, you have something pop up, you get a bill, like, and it's always like crazy. This happens to my wife all the time, and I'm like, don't even look at that thing.
Right.
Like, just let them send 5 more.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
eventually catch up. But think about how many people that probably pay that first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they send bills all the time for shit
know?
that's supposedly covered.
Yeah.
And then eventually it catches up. Yeah, 100%.
like it's just a whole system. And what was wild is that they showed footage of the guy that got killed, and it was an investor conference that he was at. And he was like presenting to all the investors of United Healthcare. And it was just like the things that he was saying about like how they were, creating more value for the company. And it's like, what are you talking about? More value? Like, you mean you're taking in more money and fucking people over?
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's nuts. It's
Fucking
nuts.
Wild.
Big wigs, bro.
The Gabby Petito one was strange.
I don't know who that is.
I didn't get through the whole thing. That's the one
Girl
that
from Patchogue.
girl from Long Island had a boyfriend. They went cross country.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden he came home without her.
Yeah. Did they ever find her body?
I think so.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the
Something?
hill, yeah.
I think so.
I think
yeah.
he just pushed her off.
I think so.
He did it?
A big component of that
Convicted?
was... I think he killed himself.
he killed himself.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
A big component of that was they were stopped by police.
Yes.
Somewhere in
That
Utah.
video's long.
For a long time.
Long
And they have
time.
the actual footage.
Yeah.
The actual body
it's all
cam
body cam.
footage
Yeah.
of the back and forth between she was crying, he had cuts all over his face.
Yep.
Because she hit him or something like that.
But the police didn't take them?
They let him go.
No, they let him go.
Why?
They calmed him down. They let him go.
I think they took him separate places for the night.
Yes, they did. I think she went to a hotel room or something like that for the night.
Yeah.
And he wasn't allowed to go there or
Imagine
whatever
being
it
those
was.
cops though.
No.
That let him go like that.
Wow.
And then
That's
they're
rough.
fucking dead.
I mean, she
That's
was
rough.
playing I'm not scared of him. I have anxiety. I'm a little bit of a mess. I have OCD. And he didn't sound nuts. You know what I mean? Like you saw him.
Yeah.
He didn't sound nuts. He showed his whole van. He showed
wonder
what
Was he
were
a bad
doing.
guy? Did they look
It was. I feel like it was like a switch thing. That
I
went
don't
off.
know. Because like he was like very possessive.
Yeah.
From what because they have all of her text messages and everything. And what they were showing, I don't know if it was it was only 3 episodes. They were showing all the text messages and he would like freak out on her and be like, "Where are you?"
He was like a
And shit
narcissist
that.
type deal.
Yeah.
And he also supposedly, just from the beginning that I got, he didn't want to be on social media, and that was her push.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't remember that part, but it sounds right. Van life.
Van life, bro. I'll do
I
it.
just don't know how you push a bitch off a cliff. I mean, it's
easy. You just go.
Just leave. Leave her there.
Right. Listen.
Just go.
But that's just like any marriage. It's just like I watch a lot of these like murder mystery things or whatever. It's not even really a mystery. It's always a divorced couple that the man either wanted to move on with another woman, and sometimes he kills his family instead of just leaving. Like, you're allowed to leave, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, do you not want to pay? What goes through
Even
your
that.
mind?
You could just like start, like it's easier to start a whole new life
Sure.
with a whole new identity. People could do that,
Yeah.
than actually do those actions.
Like, at least try running away and not paying.
So there's
support.
a thing
Yeah.
in Japan, and they're called like the night movers. And like there's a specific service and like this cultural thing in Japan for people who have like fucked up their life, gotten divorced, like debts, like who have made big mistakes. And like there's like this service that like you call these people and they help make you disappear. Like
Nice.
that's their business.
I like that.
And like they
Interesting.
They coordinate, and it's like a known thing in Japan. There's like a word for it. The people that do this, and you get picked up in the middle of the night. It's all coordinated and choreographed. Nobody
This is the
knows.
Pioneering I'm talking about.
Nobody
Let's go in the
knows.
US. Let's
Nobody
open a
knows, and
business.
you're gone. And you're gone, and you go into another life, new identity, and fucking that's it.
I wonder if it's still easy to leave.
What do you mean?
Like, can you
the
just
country?
disappear? Can you disappear right now?
I don't think it's that easy.
I don't think it's that easy either.
I think in the country it might be easy.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to leave. Like if you're running from the cops, no. If you're disappearing from the people that are in your
You're
life,
disappearing from the people in your life.
yeah, of course you could do that.
Yeah?
I mean, if you just
Easy?
decided to move to Minnesota, right, and you just like left everything, and you made no contact with anybody, you had no social media, none of that stuff. I mean, how would they know?
I mean, do you get called back if you had kids and you're supposed to pay child support and shit, or you're still?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you skip out on I guess there's probably laws against that. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. My sister said we don't do research. No, my sister said we don't do research.
Us?
I don't know. I don't know if that's I don't know.
Who's got time for research?
I'm only kidding. I was just joking. But I mean, that's like the off the grid thing,
Yeah.
like getting off the grid.
I think you got to go to like, you can't, I don't know. I have no idea what I was about to say.
I think you got to be, on some real crazy pills if that's like, if you think that that's the option.
I mean, I don't understand the switch that goes off in people that they just make that wrong decision. Like you saw the American Horror Story or whatever it was called. When that guy's like, when the neighbor shows that video of him like packing up the family in the car, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He killed his family?
Killed his family, did all this hoopla bullshit because he was like dating another girl. Did all this hoopla bullshit about, you know, the next morning calling the cops, but he did all this like cover up type text stuff and call stuff to other people. And then the neighbor has a video of him like backing up his truck and putting shit in his car at like 2 a.m. And you see him watching that video while he's there. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, what?
It's all just like, all you got to do is have a conversation and not even, and like a one-way conversation. Like, he's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Sweetie, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. There's nothing
leaving.
you could do. You didn't do anything. It's just, it is what it is. Goodbye.
That's it.
And walk away. Not murder.
Right.
Yeah, that's...
I just don't get that switch. And it happens a lot.
It doesn't happen a lot.
I think it happens a lot.
Netflix makes you think it happens.
Dude, I looked up just New York stabbing because supposedly somebody got stabbed on the fucking subway.
New York stabbing.
28 videos came up with like recent dates of people getting stabbed.
But I mean,
that's a lot.
But I always feel like when this
It's a
kind of
lot.
stuff, you got to go to the numbers, man. There's 10 million people that live in New York City. 28
I get
videos.
that.
What's 28 videos?
What's 28 videos? It's 28 stabbings. You don't see stabbings in Lindenhurst.
But in a well, I'm sure there are, and there's probably numbers on that too. I'm just talking about like the percentages, like against.
I think people are going psycho.
You put maybe.
I think people
you
are
put
going
9,
psycho.
10 million people in a small geographic area and stack them on top of each other.
I understand there'll be
Shit's
problems.
gonna go wrong.
I get that. But we're not living in an anarchy. It's supposed to be civilization.
But I don't think we're even close to that. I just think that the fucking the social media makes you think that we are.
And I get that because you see all the bad. I understand that.
I was at the gym this morning.
I mean, road rage,
and
guy
there
getting
was
out of his car
fucking-
and shooting at you. I mean, come on, what are we doing?
But even that, like I'm saying, that doesn't happen a lot.
I think it does.
It doesn't.
Well, the other part of it too is that like I feel like more people get caught now than ever.
Well, because of all the surveillance
Everybody's got
and
a dash
videos.
cam.
And
Everybody's
then
got a
plus
camera.
then you know about it, you know?
Right.
That's what with the healthcare guy, it was like they had video of that guy all fucking weekend long.
Well,
Every place he went to.
But every human is walking around with a video device.
We are in a life documentary. We just have everything.
Like that's when you think about that, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So like every human is walking around with a video camera in their pocket.
Well,
every
it's like
every single
CCTV,
person.
right? That's what the whole point of that is that there's cameras everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Anyway, we're getting close to fucking the phone being the enemy again. I'm not going to say it. I don't know if you get that by day.
Hey,
Did you tell Crystal may be getting fucking C from Bronx Tale
Cologio?
to be on the show? Yeah,
He was in jail.
I know.
Can we talk about it?
I'm sure we can talk about whatever we want. I think,
Really?
but she knows him personally, and he said he was willing to do it.
Okay. Should I dress up as Sonny or something?
I think you should wear suspenders.
Suspenders?
That day though, when
A
you
white suit.
that day, like after everybody sits in and he closes the door, you have to say like, "Now you can't leave."
Now you can't.
When you can't leave.
What I'm
Close the
afraid
door.
of is like I feel like he's not going to want to talk about the Bronx Tale, and like that's
Why not? It's his life. Why not?
I don't know.
You have to. He has a documentary out too
I think he has
about that whole case.
Oh, really?
Yeah. About the whole, what are you looking at, bro?
Like the wire, where all the fucking like you see the red wire coming out of the back of the thing, like that would be recording. That's not plugged in there or there. Like how fucking scary that is.
Is that a problem?
It's being recorded, but like, how is it being recorded? The wire that goes to the computer is not plugged in.
Is he
I don't know what's going on.
Is he recording from the back or something?
No, I think there's another black wire that's in
Don't
there.
scare me.
Yeah, that's pretty
so
crazy.
funny
That's pretty
looking.
crazy. It's just not plugged in.
No, I see the things over there. Interesting. Interesting.
Queep queep
Queep, queep.
queep queep queep.
Think he's coming?
Who?
Oh, he probably did hear us.
Calodra?
Rob!
This is the voice of God.
But yeah, he's got a whole documentary on his case, on what he did and all that stuff.
I remember
Drugs and
that.
shit, right?
Yeah, I don't know if
He was didn't he almost kill a cop or
tried to
something?
rob somebody. I think they did kill it.
They killed the cop.
Yeah.
Oh, I think people he was with.
It was in the Racine's
Yeah.
neighborhood. That's why I remember it specifically.
It was in the what?
Lena and Stephanie was in their neighborhood where
Oh,
it
really?
happened. Yeah. Yep.
Hopefully we get him. It'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Fucking Italians in the Bronx.
Italians, bro. Great movie.
What do you guys think about scones?
What? Oh, scones? I don't think I've ever had one.
You've never had a scone?
No. I've seen them. I don't think I've ever had
I know what they are.
It's a pastry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had it. I'm not a big pastry guy.
I love pastries.
Yeah, me too. I'll hold back the place that I had this at, but like last Friday, I was at the gym. You want to hit the boom boom stick? Is that what I just
you
said?
got one.
I might.
You got to re-up.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Oh.
Right off the mic.
So last Friday,
Oh yeah.
I leave the gym. Last Friday, I leave the gym and I'm feeling like a little squirrely, and I'm like, you know what?
Squirrely? What do you mean
I'm
by
gonna go
that?
get my 4th fucking coffee of the morning, and maybe I'll get.
This one hits, bro. This one hits. I think you got to shake it.
Maybe yeah, you do. You do have
There's
to.
a little nut in here.
Which one is that?
What?
There's like a little nut. It's a can, like a.
You're both going like
Like a
this,
paint
and then he's
can.
like, "There's a little nut in here."
Oh.
Boom boom.
So I'm like, all right, let me get my 4th coffee, and I'm like, I'm gonna get something.
Throwing a scone.
Yeah, so I go in and I'm like, what looks somewhat healthy? Scones aren't healthy.
Scones
but-
are not. They don't even look healthy. They don't.
Whole wheat scones.
So they give me the scone, right? I get to the car, and this thing is hard as a fucking rock.
That's a problem with scones. I feel like.
Yeah. I should have asked for it heated up. That was my fault.
Can you explain what a scone is?
It's
What's
like,
the difference between that and a croissant?
No. A scone is like a dense cake. Sometimes it got blueberries, sometimes it got chocolate in it.
Okay.
Usually it's in like a triangular shape.
Yes.
But thick, heavy.
Okay.
It's got a lot of beef to it.
I find that a lot of times with the scones, they're dry.
Yes. But I think that's one of the characteristics of a scone, but it's a fine line. Anyway, this thing was hard as a rock, right? And I'm already feeling bad about myself because I'm like, I really don't need this. It's early in the day.
got it.
Doing so well, like what a waste. So I took one bite of it and I was just like, this is terrible.
Threw it out the window.
I'm on Sunrise Highway. I fucking threw it like up in the air. And like I looked in my rearview mirror, it shattered into like a million pieces.
Cars are
behind
swerving.
me.
Cars are swerving behind you.
Throwing shit out the window of a car is fun.
Do you ever cause an accident?
No.
What?
Like, I don't know, weaving into another lane or, you know what I mean? Nothing like that?
We were in an accident.
Well, I mean, people have been in an accident. I was just wondering. I didn't cause an accident either. I was just wondering if, like,
From throwing my scone? Maybe. I don't know. Didn't stick around to find out.
I don't think I've. Yeah.
maybe kids used to throw, like, bowling balls and rocks off of fucking.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know.
Off of like overpasses?
Off of
People
overpasses.
use. I mean, back in the day, like mean shit. Like remember, like fucking like eggs and shaving cream and
Imagine
fucking.
you had an uncle, though, that passed away because somebody threw a bowling ball in their car or an overpass. I mean, that's ridiculous.
You got to have a fucking serious screw loose in your head.
Right?
And come from some bad fucking thing.
That's like animal killing
to
type
think
kid.
that throwing a bowl, like what was the point of it? That like maybe it wouldn't, you were like trying to see if it would or wouldn't hit a car.
Right.
They weren't trying to hit a car, I don't think.
No, I think people were trying to hit cars.
You think they were trying to hit a
Balls?
car?
I think they were trying to see it bounce maybe.
No, I think they were trying to hit cars.
I think if they're on an overpass, they're trying to hit a car.
I think it's trying to hit a car. Definitely.
Because you could go throw a bowling ball anywhere.
But once again, how many bowling balls have killed people from the overpass?
Not many, but I bet you.
Like
there
you
are
know,
a
like
couple.
how much of that is old wives' tales? You know,
I mean, that's just a terrible.
like it's
death.
definitely happened a few times for sure.
Yeah,
But,
but
like-
terrible death.
It's insane.
That's like the people that don't clean the ice off the top of their car and then it whacks you.
Yeah, flies back at you.
I'm that guy.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
I'm that
He
guy.
thinks if he stops short, it's all gonna just go down.
Oh, sometimes I'll hit this. I hit the brake a little harder, see if I can shake it off.
It never works. I've
Sometimes you
gotten
get a good chunk, and it's just not enough.
I had like the last. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. A couple of snowstorms recently, a couple weeks ago. I had one where I fucking hit the brake and the thing just like airlifted off, like the whole fucking thing
Yes.
went over. I was like,
dangerous.
"Whoa, that's intense." That's
yeah,
intense.
that's fucking dangerous.
It
But
is
I'm good
dangerous.
on the pressure situations like that. Like my
Yeah, but
fucking,
it's
people
not
behind you aren't though.
You're not
yeah,
the one who's got to worry about
I didn't
it.
think about that.
Like
I
the
didn't think about
windshield. I've had a piece of ice come through my windshield
that. I didn't think about
off
that.
of another car.
I've jumped from rocks hitting the
Can
windshield.
you get in trouble for that?
Definitely.
Yeah,
You think so?
it's illegal.
Yeah. You could get pulled over.
You could get pulled over if you have snow on the top of your car.
Really?
Yes,
Interesting.
definitely illegal.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
All right, breaking the law in lots of different ways. Yeah. A lot of,
What
things,
did I
when,
grade
a lot
him?
of things when you're on the highway.
I got
Tom?
a lot of things.
Guy's got
Kratom,
boom boom
kava,
sauce.
boom boom sticks. I had a weed
shit.
water right before we started.
Oh my god.
You're amazing. It's a lot.
Just no beer.
You're gonna no,
No alcohol. All the other drugs.
That shit's poison.
Is that a white rabbit?
No, this is a cava.
Oh, it's clear.
It's pina colada, sugar free.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free.
They call
Definitely
it
healthy.
a social tonic.
Okay.
So if you're allowed to have that, why can't we open up the restaurant in Lindenhurst? I mean, what's the problem?
I think they are. I saw Ryan the other day.
What restaurant?
God, he's been paying that rent forever. Island Cava.
It's a restaurant too?
No. I'm just being a dick. But he has a place on Broadway.
I think they're opening
across from the theater strip.
in the next 6 weeks, I heard.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's well over a year.
What,
That place
multiple years, I think.
Yeah.
They serve stuff on tap, but I don't believe they can. I don't really want to talk about it right now. Not that anybody's going to see it, but I think
You have it in a can.
well, that's what they're going to have at that place. Is everything's going to be in the can
I don't understand that though.
because it's like a food service thing. They're making something, so like you can't make it and serve it. Like you can't without a special license. You can't brew beer in a bar and serve it.
True.
You
But
know.
most bars aren't brewing it.
I know that's the point though, because they're not allowed to.
Okay.
You know.
So many stupid fucking rules, man.
There's a lot of rules.
But instead they're dumb ones. Like they're not like they're so like outdated and antiquated in terms of
you gonna buy back for those things? If you buy,
That's a hot topic over there.
Is it really?
Yeah. There's very, because
I
there's
feel
no,
like buybacks might come back.
there's no rule about it, but it's obviously based off. It's all regular, so it's based off of how you tip, how much you're looking for
Buybacks from the bartender?
Yeah.
from the
like-
kava place.
That's done all the time.
I think it went away big time.
I feel like if you're one of those places, you as a manager and an owner, it's your job to set that rule.
Set that precedent. Yeah.
And I think that's a big problem. What happens in these places
Yep.
is like, whether it's every 3, and you know what I see a lot of people do now is they let the reward system do it.
What do you mean reward system?
Like when you pay, I think at this place they have if you buy 10, you get one free.
Oh, fuck that. I don't want that.
Yeah, but
That's
you're
not-
talking
that's not
about
a
like the
true
days
buyback.
of the bar where
I'm
you put your
saying
cash on the bar and
Yeah,
the bartender will come and bring you a beer, take the 20,
This one's on
bring
me.
you back. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, when I stopped right before I stopped drinking, I was getting a lot of buybacks. I'm just saying.
Again, I don't go out often, but
I
I've
think,
been to a few
I think
places.
anybody
and
who
there's
goes
no
to a
buybacks.
bar regularly and sits there and has a rapport with the bartender, I think that they always take care of you. I think that's a known thing.
I think it's how well your party's behaving. I think it's how well you approach them and get your beers.
Yeah, of course.
Like the nicer you are, they'll be like, all right, you're ordering 3 now.
Of
One
course.
of them's on me.
It just never works out. I feel like it wasn't worth it because I would always wind up tipping way too much. In that
True.
situation, I'm probably paying more than I would have if it just charged me for everyone and I gave you a 20% tip.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely increase the tips sometimes
Sure.
because of buybacks, but sometimes I'm like, hey, great night. This is
my
enough.
turn, buddy.
This is enough for what we got,
Yeah.
and you're getting tips from 12 of us. You
When
know
the
what I
last
mean?
time you were out sitting at a bar drinking, Kurt?
Just at the spread, a couple football games. That's it. But that's really it. And they
saw-
were pretty good at buybacks.
I saw a new spot
That
open
one
up in
guy
that.
loves John Kelly.
There's a lot of guys out there that love me.
There's a lot of guys. There is a lot of
And
guys
girls.
out there that like John Kelly.
Maybe.
I haven't met the girls yet.
But you don't look like approachable to a girl.
No, you're
you know?
right. You're right. Why don't you know any girl bartenders? I mean, you should know a couple
I know a
bartenders.
couple, 2, 3. There's another bar. The Bakudo place turned into a bar. I heard the Green Door or something like that.
I heard about it, but I have
Cocktail
not
spot?
seen it.
Isn't that used to be Ginger's?
No,
No,
That's the real
Ginger's
house,
was
whatever.
where Kava's going to be.
Yeah.
That's right, Ginger's.
What turned into the green?
Bakudo, the place we took you that one night when you didn't know what to order.
Oh, okay. So they're out of there, huh? Nobody wanted sushi in Lindenhurst?
It wasn't sushi. That's probably why they're out of there. Because it wasn't
Kurt was
sushi.
telling everybody, don't go to that sushi spot. I had it. Meanwhile, it's not even what they
They give
had.
you those weird spoons.
See, I feel, and no disrespect to them, and I know they did their thing, and their food actually was pretty good, but I feel like they made a real crucial mistake.
What was
to
it?
where like they went purposely like out of their way to like do like the most
Too trendy.
or like non sushi. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you would have included a little bit of sushi, it was a Japanese restaurant. It was
Right.
Japanese food.
Right.
Like if you would have brought the sushi in, it would have been a little bit more approachable to
Oh, they didn't have
more,
sushi.
to more people. But it was just like specific I don't know the correct terminology, but it was everything except sushi.
Oh, I honestly didn't know that.
And I feel like I could
sushi.
see somebody saying, and once again, I don't mean to be disrespectful. This is just a take.
Where's the sushi?
No, I could see
Only
like,
funnel limiters.
no, you know what? We're not going to do sushi because there's a million sushi places. And
no.
what kind of back what you were saying before. And I feel like that's a relatively dangerous thing to do.
And there isn't a sushi place in Lyndhurst that I know of.
No.
You know?
Oh, the one with the K. All those windows are you can't see inside. It's like kibashi. It's like kibashi sushi or something like that. What?
Kabachi?
What? I think so. It's
Where?
not right in the middle of town, right by the pizzeria. I don't know what it's called though because I don't eat sushi.
I was listening to that other little Lindenhurst podcast that they do.
Sushi.
Oh, shit.
And they had Sean Dillon on. And
I don't remember him for some reason.
it was a good episode.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a while.
He works for McDonald's, like corporate McDonald's.
Really?
Very interesting.
That is interesting.
It was very interesting.
Does he help make the burgers?
Probably not if he works for corporate.
No, he I think he does something with like the tech, like he's trying to automate all of them and
Did
get
he
rid of all.
start as a regular worker at McDonald's? and
No,
work
you
his
know
way-
what's funny about that is like I feel like I remember him potentially working at McDonald's,
Because that would be awesome.
but maybe not. But no, he worked at it's a pretty good episode. Actually, you should listen to it because I feel like you'd like it too. Okay. He worked at a bunch of bars in the city, Irish bars, Foley's and stuff like that. And his brother, I think, you remember his brother.
After the J.J. Jones episode, I couldn't turn them on anymore. I'll give it a shot again, though.
It was actually really interesting. He was talking about a little bit of like the insides of like the corporate McDonald's, and it's
That's
like,
cool.
He lives in Chicago. He actually texted me when we were out there for the packaging expo thing, and he was saying how like they have like a French fry shaped bus that picks you up from like the train stop in there.
Interesting.
And there is like test kitchens everywhere, and they'll have you come in and test stuff and everything
I
like
can't
that.
imagine what they're still testing.
Yeah.
I want to see all the shit that gets thrown away. Like, we're not going with that. We're not going with that. That's what I want to
They're
see.
probably constantly.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be hilarious, too.
He said that
It's a major enterprise.
he was saying that the snack wraps are coming back. And then he was talking a little bit about why they went away, which is interesting because I guess a lot of them are like franchise owned. Like McDonald's is actually a real estate company.
Yeah.
So like they
Yes, I
buy
think
the
I knew that.
land
Yep.
and then the franchisee rents the land from McDonald's or something like that, right? So he said that the reason why the snack wrap went away is because people were only buying that. And the rings weren't as high on the registers. But
What
now
were
I
they,
just
like,
saw they
what
come
were
back.
they, like $2 for the
think
snack
maybe
wrap
even
or
$1,
something cheap?
maybe even $1.
Maybe $1.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's interesting.
I took my kids to Five Guys yesterday, and I was saying about how I think Five Guys fries are so much better than McDonald's fries.
Yeah.
And my one son agreed, and my other son was like, no. But then my son was reading the bag, and it had like all of these like awards that like Five Guys won. He was like, yeah, how many awards do you think McDonald's won?
Back in the day, probably
Probably a lot.
And I was like, yeah, McDonald's is a lot bigger than Five Guys, dude.
I don't think McDonald's fries is so hot.
No.
I enjoy them.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they're good.
Everybody's always enjoyed them.
But I think Five Guys is better.
good. It's just that their burgers are $13.99.
Really?
At Five Guys?
Yeah, I guess we were like $60 for the three of us yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, do you pay attention when you pay it for things?
I think Five Guys is a little overrated.
Yeah,
I think it's over.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like Shake Shack.
Like the gimmicky of like all of those fries in the bag. I don't really need that. You
Do
know?
they still do that?
I love that. Even though it's ridiculous.
What about the peanuts? You eat the peanuts there? Anybody eating those peanuts?
No, the too many fries is bad, especially when you don't have self-control.
Yeah.
Because you eat like a fucking.
How many times are you going to go to Five Guys? You're not going to be there for another 6 months.
No way.
Go to
Be
Five
there
Guys a
for
lot.
2 weeks.
That plate,
I've been pretty
paper
clean.
plate is better than all.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
place is good. The burgers are good. The rest of it,
Yeah. Fries aren't that great.
It's called Paper Plate.
It's right here.
and they got a deal on Uber Eats right now. If you buy one, you get one free.
Right,
burger?
right next
Double
to Richie's
cheeseburger.
Pizza.
We should order some right now.
I'll do it.
We should order something. Take a burger. How's a traveled burger?
Well, I mean, even when they deliver them from like DoorDash or whatever, it's pretty good.
Yeah, no
Holds
soggy
up.
breads?
Holds
All
up
right.
well. They do like a nice tight wrap on it.
And perfectly salted.
Remember Burgeritos? Remember those things we were eating?
Oh shit! Forgot about
Those
those.
were weird, but good.
They were so weird.
They were weird, but they were good.
Yeah.
They was like, holy shit, this is good.
But you were never going to go to that place and be like, can I have a burgerito?
I have no idea where it even is.
I saw
Or
those
was.
guys just got a deal with Blue Moon. They're doing marketing for Blue Moon, the beer company.
Really?
What, Burgeritos?
No, Movers.
Oh.
They become a whole different thing. They all split up, I think. Like there's different guys in different.
I haven't seen much from them, to be quite honest.
Yeah, there is people out there doing things, all kinds of things. I gotta pee.
What's up with
You gotta pee,
Podfest?
Podfest?
Yeah, didn't we call it something else?
Yeah, I think Podfest was taken already.
It turned into something else.
Yeah, the second I left here, I saw a thing that said Podfest 25.
What about our fight?
We're not supposed to update every week.
Next week.
We're going to talk next week about it.
Fine.
Next week we got the hot yoga too.
6 out of 8 days at the gym, bro. Better watch out. Coming for you.
6 out of 8 days.
6 out of 8 days.
That's a funny count.
There you
You know
go.
what's funny is I'm like the opposite. I'm like fucking
Good.
2
Keep
out
it
of 8
going.
days.
Keep that trend going.
My back
Keep it going in
hurts.
the wrong
My
way.
shoulders are all
Yeah.
fucking tight.
Yeah, I want those
I'm
kids
fucked.
over your house every day. Fucking get you tired. No time for nothing. Passing out on the couch at 7:15 while your kids sit on you.
I got drunk over the weekend. I lost my phone.
Yeah. Keep on drinking. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll buy you a nice little bottle every other weekend. Come over, start him up, get him a cigar in his mouth, start him up with a little 1 or 2, leave him. See you later, Jesse.
Couple of boom blasts.
With cocaine in it.
Go Kanye.
Yo, if I just drug him for the next 6 months.
We should sneak in a quick DEXA scan for you.
Oh, you really want this DEXA scan?
I'm going on Friday. Maybe I'll see what the deals are.
I feel like I gotta go, but I feel like I'm
Nah,
not.
you shouldn't go.
No.
Don't worry about it.
It's the best to
Don't
go when
worry
you're
about
not
it.
doing well.
You're not doing well?
And then fucking start going, and then the next time it feels so great.
Like 6 months ago, I was doing great. Now I'm
Yeah.
fucked.
Keep being fucked.
Keep being fucked, bro. Just until October, and then I'll help you turn around.
Okay. It'll be my turn for rehabilitation.
Yes. Imagine Jesse like gained 100 pounds. He's sitting in the fucking chair. He's like
What's
breathing.
that like the Great White Hope or whatever it was with Damon Wayans?
He just fucking gains pounds. Oh my god, he's
Just let it all go.
eating cheeseburgers all day. He's like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
You should do that.
Why?
You should do that just to see what it looks like and
come
then
back?
come back. Yeah,
Yes.
that'll be nice.
You got time?
No, man.
Eat like shit for like a month. Just a month.
I mean, like shit
Pasta,
for a couple
bread,
days.
Everything.
Yeah, nah.
I'm gonna get people. I'm just gonna start ordering food to come here. It's gotta go in the back room. Don't put it out in the common area.
So 6 of 8 days. What are we talking? Like weights,
I lost
treadmills.
15 pounds over the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
I think it's mostly water weight though.
That's all right.
That's what everybody says.
Who are the people
Doing
that
everything.
you fucking hang
Weights,
around?
legs. I'm getting into the groove, bro.
The people that
Nice.
said that to you
32
should
an hour.
shoot them.
30 minutes to an hour a day. Sneaking it in there.
Where?
Couple more weeks. I'm not Planet Fitness, bro.
I'm gonna fucking sign up.
Do it.
I want to see you.
You know what I noticed? Probably because it was a holiday week. Packed. That place used to be empty.
Over by Aldi.
Yeah.
I stop at that Starbucks on my way here, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's usually packed.
Yeah. It's getting really crowded.
Yeah.
I'm starting to have to like wait for shit.
I've been hitting a new coffee shop in Amityville. Fortunate Hands. You know about that one?
Oh yeah, I got my tattoos. There's tattoos from there.
Really?
So funny you say that. I was actually thinking about we should have them on for a guest.
I went there.
I think you've said that.
I've been there 2 times. The first time, the coffee was excellent. The
Yeah.
second time, it wasn't that good.
The brown butter chocolate chip cookies there.
I haven't had
Get
those
some
yet.
of those, bro. Get some of those with your next coffee run. Buy a sleeve. Wait, so I think coffee's all about the time of day.
No.
What?
Yeah, I think if they have a jug of coffee, so Mooney's in town, delicious at 8 in the morning.
Right.
If I go there at 4:30 when they're closing in a half hour, coffee tastes like shit. And I think it's because it's in the jug.
I went
I
there.
don't want to say it, but that's where I got that scone from. Don't make a clip out of that. I feel bad.
They're a Spanish place. What do they know about scones?
They're not Spanish.
No, it's not
it's
a Spanish
fucking
place.
Maggie Bop's
It's
sister-in-law.
like Argentina or something like that.
I thought they were Spanish. They make like empanadas and shit like that, no?
No, she just makes some sandwiches, cold sandwiches.
so I'm-
It's John Bop's
some cake pops.
John Bop's wife. I
John
think.
Bob's wife, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, they're trying to own that whole little section of town over
And
there.
then Gordon Bop and this girl Jillian, who is one of Jackie's friends, owns the brewery Breslau.
Right. Yes.
That's a brewery?
Haven't
Breslau
been
brewery?
there yet.
Yeah,
Is it good?
I haven't been there yet.
I don't drink.
Anyway, back to the coffee. And I need somebody to explain this. Because the first time I went to that place, the coffee was like buttery and creamy and like fucking just perfect. The second time, today, it was like acidic and fucking like not. And I ordered the same thing.
Why don't you ask them?
Whoever's
gonna.
brewing it. It's who's brewing it.
I'm
man.
gonna.
what's the girl's name? Caitlin?
Maybe they didn't clean their pots.
Let's get them on.
Brendan Grimes.
That's right around. I live like right there now.
You got any VHS tapes?
No.
Yo, they're worth money.
No.
Worth money.
VHS tapes that are unwrapped or wrapped?
No, open. There was one that sold for over $15,000 with stickers on it, like for sale stickers on it.
Which one?
Like E.T. or something
What do you
like
think the top 5 that sold for big money? Over $100,000.
Star Wars.
Yes. Boom. 113.
that? E.T.'s not in there? Or it is?
E.T. is not in there. Back to the Future, 75,000.
Gremlins?
Let's say that.
Goonies, 50,000. By the way, fantastic cover. The Thing,
All right.
$37,000, which that was surprising.
What else?
But don't people have those laying around everywhere?
I guess not. These are purchased items off of eBay. And Jaws was $32,000.
Jaws, definitely.
Not purchased on eBay, but up on eBay. Remember the Disney the old Disney ones that came in that plastic
the foamy.
case?
Yeah.
They're called black diamonds. If you have a black diamond in there that says Walt Disney, people are selling like 14 movies for $300,000.
And it's selling or just
No, this hasn't been sold, but there are a ton for like 40, 50,
Just like collectors, right?
$100,000, and they look like the pictures.
I should hit my aunt.
They
up.
look
my
like
aunt
shit.
Up. My aunt up. My aunt probably has.
My mom got a lot. I remember my mom at some point when they would be like, "The vault's opening up. I'm gonna go get some Disney movies," but they're probably not the right ones. They're probably not like the Black Diamonds or whatever.
Snow White.
But they're up there for like $100,000. DVDs, nothing.
DVD.
Can't get anything for DVDs.
This is gonna sound, I don't know,
Mean?
lazy or whatever. But like, even if I had those things, like I'd rather like create wealth moving forward. You know what I mean? Like, it's a waste of time for me to look to see if we have those things and like then
It's a waste of time to see if you have it around the house.
I wouldn't want to deal with that. I don't know why.
I think it's kind
For
of
that kind of money, it might not be a waste of time.
What I think is crazy, just by looking at that, and this is what I got out of it, is that sadly now we're at the age where we had some shit that is now being worth something because they don't exist anymore or nobody's using it anymore.
Yeah.
Like VHS. Like the only reason why DVDs aren't really popular is because they were super produced. Like
I'm still waiting for that box of
there was
comics.
too
I
many
have
of
to be
them.
worth something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what I think is interesting with the baseball cards, all that shit, and now VHS tapes are worth something.
Well, that's a big part. Like you just said, the big part of it is like how many did they make?
Right.
You know? Should we do the dick mold thing?
What's the dick mold thing?
It's crazy.
That would be
like I said, I can't do clips. I'm not asking. I can't ask.
What's the dick
I think it would be all in all. I think it would be hilarious.
Have we got dick molds made?
Yeah.
Yeah. What
No
are they
chance.
called? What are they called?
What?
You could do it yourself.
Happy something or other?
What?
Cockawilly. What is it called?
No way, man. I'm not
You
doing
won't
that.
make a dick mold?
No.
So we make a dick mold of our dicks, right? We'll even include what's his face?
Rob?
Back there, Rob. So we have 4 dicks, right? Put them on this table or a table right in the middle, and either Jack, you or fucking some other girl has to fucking figure out whose dick is whose.
Clone a Willy.
Clone a Willy.
Not in.
Come on!
No way.
Oh, I mean, just be the shortest.
$50.
Clone a Willy?
You just stick your dick right in that thing.
Imagine you got those made and you just sent out a bunch of them to different people. It's
hilarious.
Sent them.
Is that illegal to send your dick to people's houses? If you made a bunch of Clone a Willies.
What color would you choose?
I didn't know there was colors.
I know
It's
which
gotta
one
be
I'd
pink.
choose.
What's that?
That's cheating.
Jet black.
That's cheating.
You think it looks bigger? Just because of that?
It's just going to be in the mind that it's bigger.
Can you like adjust it a little bit? Can you give yourself a couple inches, you know?
I mean, listen, I think it's going to be a little bit bigger than it should be,
Okay.
but I think it would just be funny to see people.
You guys with the fucking
Pick out your
coffee
dick.
enema, clone the dicks. What the fuck? What's going on?
Oh, there's one that actually vibrates.
What?
Hey, you can't put batteries in yours. It's not fair.
I think we should do this. It would be fucking hysterical.
It would be really, really funny.
Wow.
How detailed?
Can I
do you,
just keep it on my desk?
how detailed do you think Clone a Willy is? You think it gets your vein, your main vein? What do you think it gets? It's not just going to be soft.
Like a Snickers bar looking one?
Yeah, I think it's going to have some bumps and bruises in there.
This is terrible.
All right, I know which one is Jesse's dick.
Boom, boom.